Hello, welcome to Lunchtime with Liz. Since it is St. Patrick's Day, I thought I would do something green today. So I am not Irish, but I went in to my supplies and grabbed some green things, and this is what I came up with. So let me go ahead and share that with you. Okay. So the stamp set that I'll be using is Here Together. It is not in a catalog. It will be in the next catalog, but it just came out as a special, but it is available. It's through my store. You could find it there, or you could just message me if you need the number. The number is 158634. But it has, I promise, love changes everything. Every act of kindness changes the world. You matter to me. We'll get through this together. So great set. So that's what I'll be using for today. The ink that I'll be using is Just Jade, which is one of the in colors that will actually be going away this summer. Yes, this summer. So Just Jade. And then Jet Black ink. My pieces of paper that I need today. I have a piece of black is my base for the cardstock. I know so many times we use white or vanilla. You can use any color, any of the colors. So if you're always using white, always using vanilla, grab a color. Just step out of your comfort zone and grab a color, and I'll show you what we can do for the inside. But this is black, and this is going to be the base of the card. We're going to score that in a second, but I'll get to it. But it's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half. Okay. The next piece I have is Mint Macaron. And it is 4 by 5 1/4 mint macaron. I have a piece that I punched with a label, and this is punched from Label Me Lovely punch. Here's the punch. Label Me Lovely. And that is in the annual catalog. And then I have these two pieces of cards, designer series paper, and these are Just Jade. And I will tell you that these exact patterns are not in the catalog anymore. The patterns are retired, but the Just Jade color you can definitely get in the catalog now. It is in the 2020 to 2022 in color paper pack. Okay, so it's Just Jade. You can still get the color with different patterns, just not this exact pattern. But I have two pieces here, and I cut them 2 by 5 3/8. Okay, 2 by 5 3/8 are the two pieces of pattern paper that you need. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to show you that I'm going to be using today. I'll also be using dimensionals, which I always use, and the Stampin' Seal. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing with this is this card. If you notice this card opens this way. So it's just a little bit different opening than what your normal average card would be. So it's exact same size. Here's let's see. This is the card from the other day. Let me show you this. This is the card that I did on a past video. If you missed that, go back and check it out. And here's the card we're doing. It's the exact same size, just different folding. Okay, so let's put that aside. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scoring on your trimmer. There's a cutting blade, and then there's a scoring blade. So just make sure that you have the scoring blade on. And I'm going to score at 2 1/8 on this end. And then I'm going to take it out and flip it and do 2 1/8 on the other end. Okay? So 2 1/8, 2 1/8. And then I'm going to grab my bone folder, which I did not mention earlier, my bone folder. So it already has the crease, but I'm going to lay that down and crease that. And then what I do here, sometimes when you go ahead and fold it, you have a gap in the center. You don't want a gap. So just press your gap together when you fold it over. Just push it together. I'm pushing in a little bit together so that the pieces actually just meet up. You want them right snug up against each other. And then press. And that's it. And that's how you just make a little bit different fold with your card. Okay? So now the inside, obviously it's really hard to write on black. So you think, well, what am I going to do with the black? I can't really write and see. You can just grab a white piece of paper, a white piece of cardstock, and add that to the inside. I decided to not do that. Let's do a color. Let's mix colors. So mint macaron and just jade go really well together. And this is light enough to write on. So super simple, just putting adhesive on here. And I'm going to add that to the center. And now you have a great place for writing your words that you want to put on the inside, okay? I'm going to take these pieces here. I'm going to put some adhesive. Let's add these to the front. This is like a barn door opening. You know, when you grab the barn doors and open out. Let's do the second one. Thanks so much for your feedback on these videos. I love it. I've had some call me, some email, some leave messages either through Facebook or you know, texting, whatever. So I love your comments and I appreciate it. Again, if you like something you're seeing, please share the video with others. That would be awesome and a great compliment. So there you go. Those are your barn doors. Okay. All right, for the piece on the front, what I'm going to do, again, since we're got a little St. Patrick's Day theme going on today, from this stamp set here, there's a heart. So I'm going to grab the heart stamp and just jade. I don't want it to be full strength, really dark. I want it to be light. So I'm going to stamp here. I'm going to ink, and then I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm putting a heart right there. And then I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to put this heart right here. And I'm going to stamp off, again, just so it's not as dark. I don't want it to be quite so dark. And I'm going to stamp off in here. And we got ourselves a little shamrock. Okay, little shamrock there. It's not perfect. You'll see it. It's okay. Okay, it's a little shamrock. Don't put pressure on yourself. It doesn't have to be so perfect all the time. I know we all do that at times. All right, and then I'm going to take my words. I'm going to ink this real well. And it says, every act of kindness changes the world. Goodness gracious, we need to look for acts of kindness, don't we? And then we need to make sure that we're doing them. Okay, press that down. Pull it up. There we go. So we got the every act of kindness changes the world right over top of the shamrock. And then what I'm going to do is I only want, normally we put adhesive or dimensionals on the back and we stick it down. Well, if we do that here, your doors aren't going to open. So I just want dimensionals on one side. So I'm going to take 2 dimensionals and just pop them on the side. Peel off those backings. And go ahead and put that down. Voila. And that's it. And we're done. There's your card. So hopefully that gave you a fun idea. Mix and match your colors. Don't be afraid to use black as your base. It doesn't have to just be white or vanilla. Add a light piece of colored paper to stick in the inside, right? And there you go. So enjoy. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.